Right, hello guys, got a few packages to open today. I did just open some and I forgot to put the recording on. Right, so I've got a selfie stick, and what I'm going to do is when I get down to the River Wandle, or no, the Common, Clapham Common, I'm going to put the camera down and see what we can get in the water, see if there's any fish we can record. And I also got a new camera. It's got a front camera, but the only thing is with this one, I'll turn it on, it automatically starts recording, right, which is okay by me. But the front camera doesn't actually record unless you press the side button, and then it doesn't record because it's recording that way. Stop. So if I press that, the front camera will come on, then I can record that way. But the back camera don't come on. I thought both cameras would come on at the same time, but they don't. So if I want to record myself as a vlog, I've got to stop the recording coming through here. But it's not a bad little camera. You get batteries with it, 2 batteries. And the one I got yesterday, I sent back today. And this one was actually £40 with the selfie stick. £32 for the camera. You get 2 batteries and charger, USB cable, 32 gig memory card, which is already put in there for you, and a few armband attachments and whatnot. So yeah, not a bad little camera. Going to be taking that out a little more. And when I want to turn that off, I've got to press this button, lower button, for 3 seconds, and then that'll come back on and that'll go off. The only thing is, it's not a touchscreen. I was hoping it'd be touchscreen, but it's not. But you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna check the video out on that later, see what the quality is like. It's only a 1040k. This is a 1080k. This is only a 1080 as well. So the quality should be around about the same, hopefully. And the other thing I've got from Amazon at the moment is a bag of boilies. You've got 3 different types in there. I don't know how good they are. I'll probably take some with me tomorrow because all my other ones are hard and dried out and no good. They've turned into more floating boilies than anything else. So they will be going out with me tomorrow. Right, got one package here. Small package, which I think is fishing line. I got some more bait, I believe. Don't know what that is. That might be clothing. I don't know. Got this one. And we got this one. So I'm going to have to check that these are all mine. I don't want to be opening someone else's packages. There's my magnifying glass. That's mine. That's mine. Thing is, I just drop it downstairs. I don't come up with other deliveries. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. And that's mine. We'll do the large one last and work our way through it. Right, so I think this might be more bait probably ground bait. Yeah, more ground bait. Right, this is hook bait, ready squeeze. I've actually got some ready squeeze, but it's more a ground bait. It's not an actual hook bait. We've got that one, and we've got this one. This one isn't what I expected. It's, you know, I can take some of this with me, but this will probably have to just be put out as ground bait, unless I can like squeeze it and hopefully put it on the hook. Well, I've got to try to get some small containers and do some tests. So that's those two. I'm running out of cupboard space in my kitchen actually. I've got nowhere to put all the fishing gear that I'll keep buying. I've still got loads of stuff coming through the post. Right, I believe this is fishing line. Yeah, this supposed to have turned up yesterday, but it didn't. This is coating carbon super fishing line. I don't think it says what it is. No, don't say what it is. I'm not running down the prices because I can't remember what website they came from. It might come from Shine, could have been Aliexpress, could be Temu. Right, this is a hat I bought, and the only reason I bought it is because my neck tends to sweat, and this has got like a back kind of thing. You can put it on like so, and it'll cover your neck. So I'll be taking that with me tomorrow when I go to Clapham. Actually matches my t-shirt in one way. So yeah, I think this was on let me quickly find out. Don't know if this was Aliexpress or Temu. Well, it's not on Aliexpress, so it must be Temu. Right, that fishing line was £1.67. The hat was £2. So not bad for a £2 hat. Right, let's open this box. I think it might be boilies. Sounds like boilies. Yeah. Well, oilies. I'm glad these came through because I want to try these over at Clapham as well. Now, yesterday I was pulling out all my stuff from a bag and I broke my fishing rod. I broke the top tip. broke the top tip here, and there's no way of repairing it. So I don't know if you see that. And it completely broke off. And that's supposed to go in, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's no good anymore. So I had to order a new. I have got some other telescopic ones, but I don't really like them. So I've ordered a new one today. I thought that would have come with my other delivery actually, but it didn't. Right, so let's open this one. Fucking hell. Shitloads of stuff in here. Shitloads of stuff. Probably a load of this is probably hooks. So I've got a shitload of hooks to last me the fucking lifetime. Right, so I think these ones are possibly Aliexpress, maybe. Sometimes they send two orders together. Instead of one order. Like these. £1.9 each. But I don't think I actually got these from Aliexpress. I think I got these ones from Temu. No, that order I'm looking for is not even custom clearance. The package is expected to be handed over on the 14th on that one. I think these ones are Aliexpress. I can't find them. So there's a 5-piece float thing. Oh, here they are. £1.9 each, and I've got two of them. They don't look like the ones I bought though. Unless these are from Sheen. Let me have a look on Sheen. Or Shine, or whatever I can call it. So I've not had my orders on Shine yet. No, can't tell you. But these are around about £1.9 anyway. If I can find that one, then I know exactly where they come from. But that's not on shine. No, I don't know. There should be a fishing reel coming. I can't find that one on there either. No. I think that was about £2 anyway. That we got some more fake shrimp. They were about £2.50. Some more hooks, size 12 and 14. Right, this is some kind of Chinese bait. Yeah, hook bait. So that's why I'm more interested in getting different hook baits at the moment, so I can test them out. If the fish start biting on them, then I can order some more. But I'm not ordering nothing else for a while. I spent way too much money on stuff, and I'm practically broke until next month now. These are I think these are for putting your small boilies on. You put it under the hook, into the hook, and then you put your boilie in. Don't know why I bought them. I think I bought a couple of those actually. Yep. Just another one. There's 2 of those. Make sure I'll keep that bag and put those back in there. As long as I don't chuck the damn things away. Right, these are like little night lights. I'm not sure how you use them. Yeah, these are supposed to, like, you put on the top of your tip and it gives you like a little light on top of your tip. But how you do it, I've got no fucking clue. I'll have a look at those later. Yeah, you're supposed to put them on top of your tip somehow. Then you have to pull this out. But I don't have nails to pull it out. Oh, there we go. So you put your tip bit there and then you close it up. But I don't know how these light up. Unless they're UV, you have to put them out in the sun. I'll put those up there for now. Right, some PVA mesh, 5 meters, 25 millimeters, couple of those. Yeah, right. So those, I think, was £2.17. I think. No, £1.40. But you get a discount right after you buy certain stuff anyway. So this is actually on Aliexpress, this pack, I think. The PVA, £1.40. That would have been £2.80, but because I bought two, it cost me £2.53. Right, these goes with this. This for when I start doing some more float making. So they have got to go into a special box over there. More fishing line. This was £1.80. 100 meters, £7.15. Like more size 6 rigs. Got quite a few of those now actually. So I always buy them if they're cheap enough. Because if I don't buy enough and I go out fishing and I run out, they were £1.64. Yeah, £1.64. But it shows now if I rebuy them, I've got to spend over X amount for an £8 shipping cost, but you can still buy them as like a what you call it called bundle for less. So I'll drink my drink. God, some of these bags are so heavy. So not heavy, so hard to open. Right, you saw the video yesterday where I've got these fucking fake shit. More fake shit. It's just polystyrene balls covered in some kind of like scent. It's not going to work, guarantee it. Right, got some more of these. These are the sets. These were £1.20. I should have another one of these up somewhere. Feels like floats. And I'm even looking at different floats as well to try out. Like, I think I've got some of them ones. But as I say, I always buy them if they're cheap enough. Right, these were £3, these ones. 3 for £5, 5 for £3. prefer them put in bags like this because they're easier to open. Right, got some fake lures, fishing lures, different type of shrimp ones. These were I think I've got that actually. It says like tracking status, the robins. But did I order 2 of those or did I just order 1 of those robins? I think I ordered 1. The tracking hasn't gone through properly. Well, it ain't 40, is it? So I can't see these. Yeah, I can't see those ones on there. Alright, so here's the other one. The Chinese fishing hook on baits. Again, they were around about the same price. Cool, you can actually smell it through the bag. Oh, they smell nice, they do. What are these ones? Let me see if I can find these again. God, they really do smell nice. Just says small grain. They say that the red ones are slightly larger, but they're not. The yellow ones are larger than the red ones. Can't smell nothing on this one, but this one got a flavour on that. It's crazy, man. Definitely taking them with me tomorrow. Actually, I think I'll put those in here for now. Oh, and I've put a set of those. Just 3 of those. That might be fishing line. Another packet of those. Some more floats. Christ, these are big ones. I don't like the big legs on them. I'll probably might cut them down actually. Yeah, I might cut them down. These ones, fire carp fishing floats, £3.20, but I got it for £2.89. Gosh, they smell really nice in it. I bet it's that bait. And some more floats. These ones are like a bell shape. Unusual. These ones were £2.60. Tell you, I know the floats look a bit shitty sometimes, but I'll tell you one thing, yeah, it's a lot cheaper to buy stuff on Temu. That's why I got so addicted buying shit on Temu all the time. And we have got some more 100 mils, 100 meter, I should say, 3.8 high strength fishing line. So what I'm trying to do is make different rods up with different line strengths. That's that bag done. I ain't got nowhere to put it all. Now we've got this bag to go through. It feels like there's quite a bit of stuff in there as well. Now, I don't know where this comes from. I think this might be shown. Well, I'm not 100% sure. But there's a fishing reel in here. Might be two in here actually, I don't know. Now, that is a nice reel. One of the things. Gear ratio 5.2.1. And it's a TX5000. Now, where did that come from? Right, so that one TX5000, but it's not giving me the pricing. What is it? Right, originally it was £10.70, but I got it for £4.92, and that was from Shine, whatever. This, I believe, is most probably some shitty fishing wire. Yep, I've actually got a blue colour as well. This one was £1.44, nylon fishing line. It just says 7 to 38 pound, 0.14 millimeters to 0.5 super blue, £7. So I think that might be a £7 fishing line. Right, this might be another one, another fishing reel. Yep, it is. I'm not seeing on this one. So did they ship 2 fishing reels? Oh, it is there. Nice invoice. How did I get that up just now? Right, this one. Oh, there's a shit one, this one, anyway. Don't like that. But it was only what? No, hang on. It's £2.75, this one. Be alright for, like, you know, out on the Mitcham Common when we get water back in it. This was £2.75. It says the 5.2 ratio. So AK. Gear ratio 5.2.0 and it's AK200. It's got line with it. The other reel has got no line, so we've got to put line on that. And my other reel I got the other day, I took with me with some fishing line, and I just put the line on when I was doing the lake. Christ, these are big. Like these ones. Was £3.35. The original price was £5.70. And these are fishing float with large buoyancy. And then we've got small. I've already got some of these. I did order a second bunch, but I think these ones are slightly different to the ones I have got. These are 248. Yeah, 248. 5-piece assorted carp fishing floats set at 0.141 ounce or 7 ounce. No, 0.14 ounce or 0.17 or 0.28. And I think these ones were the lowest ones, I think. How much did I pay for them? $2.48. So I think these ones might be the 4 gram ones. So they were originally $4.99. Yeah, these are 4 gram. Well, they could be 6 gram. Well, they could either be 0.17 gram. So it don't say on the wrapper what they are. So yeah, I paid £2.48 for them anyway. Oh right, this is a little piece of clothing. And Christ, these are tight. I've actually got some clothing coming from, what's the name, sometime. God, these are tight, man. How could anyone wear these? I can't wear that. It's too fucking tight, man. And it doesn't even sit in your hand properly. No, that ain't no good. I'll probably give that away to someone. God, ain't no good for my hand. And that actually cost a measly £1.3p. Right, pair of mini scissors, forceps, cutter, hook removal, do have a pair similar to these in the bag, which I've not even really used yet. And they were 95p. What is this? No, I know what this is. I thought it was the actual chair, but it's not. It's just a replacement for a folding chair. They duped me on this one. It said like £4 something for the chair, and it wasn't. Well, £2.16 this was. It's a one-piece travel folding chair storage. Bag. Right. Oh, good, we got some proper bait again. Yeah, these are proper bait. Problem is, they make these so difficult to open. They used to have a decent pull tab on these, but there ain't one. It's not polystyrene again, is it? No, it's proper bait. I can't tell what flavour it is. Right, mixed flavour, fresh. They were £1.7 each anyway. One is enhanced milk, and one is fishy fragrant fresh blood pill. So that must be the fresh blood. Enhanced version of the fishy and fragrant fresh blood pill. And that's actually all sold out now. That was £1.7. And that one was £1.7 as well. I don't think these are going to work. I think these are fake shit. It's just like polystyrene with a little bit of coating on it. So we'll not buy any more of those ones. Right, this is a hook dispenser. So when you get a hook fish and you can't find your disgorger, or if the fish has actually got it down its mouth a bit too deep, this is supposed to help. I think this is for more of a bigger hook, like a size 10 to size 8, 6, 2, whatever. Nearly at the end of this now. Right, some more of those floats. Another bottle of I think they are real. I don't think they're the polystyrene. I think these are proper bait. Don't smell too bad. Redfish pellets, £1.25. Yeah, that's proper bait. I don't know how good they stay on the hook though. But, you know, when you get 300 pieces approximately in a jar, if they don't catch by a hook, you can always throw them out as like ground bait. And I think we've got one more item in here. Yeah, last item from Shine or Sheen or what you want to call it. And this is a vacant pheromone. I'm not going to open it and start spraying it, but it's a actual pheromone. And this was £1.80. But, well, actually it says £2.70, and I only paid £1.27. So they are, yeah, £1.80, but you can buy a packet of 3 for £4.37. Would have been like £6 for 3, but they got a 34% off, making it £4.37. But you just buy the one bottle, which I did do, it would have been £2.79, but I got it for £1.80. But I didn't even pay £1.80. I paid £1.27. So that is everything from the collection, guys. I now need to sort out some of the stuff that I'm going to take with me tomorrow, which will more likely be the hook bait and the pheromone. And all this other stuff I've got to sort out and find a place for it. So yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. I have got, as I say, a fishing rod coming today, but sorry I didn't re-chat. Yeah, I would get to the coast, but the problem is, like, you know, the time it takes. It'll take me about an hour and a half to get there, hour and a half back. You know, you're talking about half the day near enough gone. Now, what I'm going to do is start planning to start camping out over Clapham Common, because I've got a tent, I've got a sleeping bag, just recently bought a new blow-up mattress. And no, not a blow-up doll, a blow-up mattress. And I bought myself a little flask. And I thought it was going to be a big flask, but it's like fucking small. And the cups are like that. Let me go and get it. I thought, what a fucking joke, man. Yeah, I got this off either Temu or Aliexpress. That's how big it is, right? 500ml. But cup, look how big the cup is. You get 3 cups. So if you had like a couple of people there and you're like pouring out, you know, a drink, blah, 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 I reckon 3 cups is all gone. You know, and I don't know how good it is holding in the heat, because my other one doesn't hold in the heat. You know, you could take a hot cup of coffee, well, hot flask up there with you, and then like within half the day it's stone cold. Right, let's read chat. Cancel that. Best swim in Clapham Common is right at the far end, opposite the pond. Oh yeah, that's where I usually go. The fan. That's Eagle Lake, I think it is. It's not the Long Lake, the Bowen Lake, because you're not allowed to fish in the Bowen Lake unless they've got a competition running, or you get special permission, like if you become a bailiff, and then like you're allowed to fish there. But the Middle Lake, I fished there a couple of times, but never really caught much out of it. Like yesterday, well, not yesterday, day before Sunday when I went up there, I actually caught a perch, the first perch ever from that fucking lake, the one right near the food fan. Now, when I used to fish there years and years ago, you know, I always asked if there's perch in there, and they said, well, there is, but, you know, they're very hard to get, you know, and I never got one over the amount of, like, 3-4 years I'd been fishing there. Even, like, fishing overnight, you know, camping there. Never got one. But Sunday, I actually caught one. They're that big. I think it's in the video. I've actually got it on my phone. First perch I caught from that fucking lake, I'll tell you. I don't know if you're going to see that. Fucking light. Yeah, it's the lighting that fucks everything up. There you go. First perch. And all that shit on it isn't like, you know, where it's got the lurgy or some kind of like skin disease. My mat, which you got to have like a mat, so when you catch your fish, you put it on your mat. That was covered in ground bait, and that fish was like flipping around like crazy, man. I did catch a nice little roach out there as well. A couple of times I jumped off the hook just as I got them in, and there's like a gap about that big between the boards on the pier what we use, and a couple of fish jumped off and landed right next to the gaps and fell in before I can even like do a proper recording. But tomorrow when I go there, I'll be using my new camera, and I've got a selfie stick. It's only a small one. I don't know why it's this small, but I'm going to use my other camera that I've been using recently, and I'm just going to stick it in, and so we can see any fish underwater. Got to make sure that I have this strap on, so I don't want to drop my camera into the water, because if I drop it in the water, I'm going to have to go up there with my magnet and try to find it. So there might be some underwater fishy for you next time. I'll put the camera going and I'll be going, here, fishy, come to the camera. Let me catch you. Let me see what you're like under the water. Oh, what a fucking idiot I am. But yeah, I stayed in because I had the deliveries and I don't want to miss them. We got workmen up there. The Chinese people were up there, had moved out and they've renovated the place again. And I don't want I don't want them like coming down and nicking my gear. As it is, like, deliveries, sometimes they might put some outside my door, but most of the time it's downstairs. And it's only because I went down to put some stuff out in the bin. There was all these packages, and I thought, what the fuck? Why don't they just knock on the door, ring your buzzer saying there's a delivery there? It takes 2 seconds. That stuff goes missing. You've got to have all the hassle contacting Amazon or eBay. Got some more fishing hooks coming from eBay actually soon. New fishing rod coming today from Amazon. What time that's coming, I've got no fucking idea. Where's my Amazon? Let's go to Amazon. See what the delivery time is on that. Because it still keeps saying it's out for delivery. I don't really need it urgently, but I would like to take it out tomorrow. Give it a go. Yeah, it doesn't give me a time on it. It just says out for delivery. And it's like 3 o'clock now. So it still might turn up today. It might not. And if it don't turn up today, then I'm not waiting in another day for it to turn up. I'll just have to take the chance and hope that it's here tomorrow. And then take up with me to Clapham again. Because I plan to go to Clapham tomorrow, Wednesday. Then possibly Friday and Sunday. I want to go out there at least 3 times a week. Maybe, depending on how I'm feeling. My knees were killing me all day yesterday. Right, have you got gear ready for fishing on the Thames? I have started getting some stuff sorted for the Thames. Yes. I've got 3 boxes. Let me show you. In Lidl's, you get 3 boxes for £10. And as you can see, like River tackle box. And I'll put in now some hook bait. Some proper hook bait there. Some buoyancy floats. Some disgorgers. I've got to put that back in first. You watch, I won't be able to get all this back in there. Some PVA mesh, some hooks, size 10 these ones are, size 16, some more floats. These has actually got line on them already, these ones, but there's only 2 of those. I've got my metal one. I've got some of the plastic ones as well, which came from either Temu or Aliexpress. That. Some of these. Some more size 16 hooks. Don't know what size that hook is. Another spinner. Some LED lights. Some more of these. These ain't plastic. These, well, they're like jelly kind of thing. And I think they're strawberry. Some of those. In case I ever stay up there one night, or while it's getting dark, I've got some lights. And I've only got one of these, so I might need to order some more fishing reel oil. Now, one of my reels I bought from Temu or Aliexpress. I was on the river. I was on the common. He watched my video. I just like wound in a spool of a wire, and it kept making like a dinging noise, going ding 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 ding. And I don't know what it is. And I took the spool off, and I ran it, and it wasn't doing it. So I put the spool back in. Then it started doing it again. Then it stopped doing it. Then it started doing it. And I don't know what's causing it. So that was a bit of a hassle. I don't have any proper like plastic lure apart from these bits like that, whatever that is. Green ones. A few of these. Different colour. And some fake maggots. I will eventually get some proper plastic lures later. I just have to have a look on Amazon. Not Amazon, Temu or Aliexpress or something. So yeah, this one I've got put down as like I did not close them down. I'll close up now. Yeah, I've got this one set as river, and I've got another one set as like commons, parks, and then I'm going to be putting my third one, because I've got an empty one, it's just like mix and match. But these will go to the common with me tomorrow, so I can test them out. And then I'll take this reel, and I'll most probably take either this blue £7 line, or I might use the .8 kilo, or this one, but it don't say what line it is. I probably might use this one, put black on black. Yeah, I think I'll put black on black. I think this is probably about a £7 line as well, actually. I don't know, let me see if I can find it. So I've actually ordered some braid wire as well, but that's not turned up yet. That's only just arrived at the courier. So yeah, there's going to be a bag of stuff tomorrow. I've even got some fluorescent repair. Paint to turn up as well tomorrow. Some more fishing weights, some more spoon spinners, 100 pieces of fake bass bream bloodworm, more steel bearing things, another tackle box, another one knows rig boxes, 40 pieces of soft lure. So I have got some of them, but they're the very small ones. One I just showed you, something similar to those. A lot of more ground bait and these hook bait things. I've ordered some bloodworm stuff, bloodworm scent, because I reckon that might pick some fish up. I've got krill worm extraction. That was £3.30 just for one little bag. Then I've got fish attraction, fish scent enhance, natural powder fish. I think that's like a ground bait, £1.40. Freshwater 10ml high concentrating fish attraction, £1.69. A different fish attraction powder, but 3 of those. I think it's similar to the first one actually, but it's just a different logo on it. 3 of those for £3.83. So there's like going to be 4 of those powders. The bloodworm scent, natural bait fishing food. It's not showing me what one it is. Oh, it's like a sticky kind of stuff. Natural bait, processed fishing food, strong flavour, ground bait, attractive, additive scent, feed for carp and Crucian catfish. So got that coming. More soft pellets, about 3 or 4 different more soft pellets coming. So that might be here tomorrow. But I can't find that. No, that was all Aliexpress, wasn't it? So I'm sure that was all Aliexpress we got today, and Shine or Shin. Yeah, I've got a 7-piece shrimp lures. Now, I don't know if that's the one what we had earlier. Yeah, I think that's that one actually. £2.40. Yeah, £2.40 for those. But why do they turn up? And I ain't got my other stuff. So I'm not seeing half the stuff which I've ordered on here. I can't find the black fishing. So that should have turned up yesterday. But it didn't turn up yesterday. I can't find. Hang on, it wasn't on under Temu, was it? Or was it? Oh yes, it was under Temu, that one. So this was £1.76. I can't remember what size it was. And this is only test strength. That's 176. I wouldn't have got it more than 15 kilos. $180 for 189 was 14 kilo. $13 kilos, 185. 11 kilo is £1.80. Well, I think that's 10 kilo strength. Yeah, probably 10 kilo because 8 kilo is 169. So it actually says here 167, 10.32 kilo. So that will go on that tomorrow. I'm trying to not take so much fucking shit up with me because my bags have been so heavy with all the stuff I've been taking. I don't need to take all that stuff with me unless I'm doing like a 24-hour, and I've not been doing a 24-hour. Right, get those ready. Tied fishing rigs with them little silver foil on hooks. About 7 hooks per rig. No way, I ain't fucking putting 7 hooks on the fucking rig. No way, man. Can you just imagine me catching 7 fish on 7 hooks on one rig and trying to ping that in? No fucking chance. That'd kill me, man. 1 hook, 1 rig. I ain't got the thing where you can actually put 2 hooks. Like, there's that kind of like plastic metal thing you can actually put on to have 2 hooks on 1 rig. I don't even want it that way. No, I didn't hear about proving demons. I don't go on the paranormal anymore. No, I'm not going to spot. I just bought it because it's like only £1, and I thought, like, you know, I think I've actually bought like one of those poles by mistake. If I got it, then I might, so I can get the rest of the bits for the pole, and that way I won't have to carry out fucking like fishing rod and fishing reels and God knows what else. I can just carry the pole out and do like a little bit of fishing on the River Wander with a pole. But I think I have bought a pole, but I don't know how to hook it up at the moment, so I'm going to have to watch some beginner tutorials on how to do pole fishing. But I think I've just bought the pole and not the other bits yet. I was going to buy a telescopic off one of the other sites, Temu, Aliexpress or Shine. And when before I went to pay for it, I double checked it. It's one of those fucking silly little pencil ones. And I did have one of those pencil ones before. Didn't catch them before. I caught a couple of small, like mini fish on it, but I don't even know what happened to it. So lucky I checked on that, because otherwise that would have gone back. But I'm still waiting on my bloody fishing rod from Amazon. It's not even out for delivery yet. No, the rod isn't that expensive. It was £34.49. It's got a reel with it. That's the link. But I don't think it's got any fishing line with it. No, it don't have no fishing line. So I'm going to have to put fishing line on that as well tomorrow. But I don't know what line I'm going to use. I think this one is free. This one is £7. Let me go and check the other ones I've got in the kitchen. I'm back in there because I need to spend a penny as well. I don't know if I've done with those, but I had two big red fishing reels I got off Amazon not long ago, and were massive, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do anything with them, but you know, I might be able to use them for sea fishing, but I need to get a sea fishing rod now. Trying to see if I can find it. The other fishing line, I can't even remember what I've done with it, but I did find this one, which is 21 kilo fishing line. Actually, they weren't, what's the name? It was actually black reels. And these are the ones that I got from Amazon. I was going to return them, but I thought I can't be bothered, you know, like, they might be handy, because although it's got like £30 line on it, and although it does say large black pro FDC fishing, and it's got like line compatibility £12, £16, £20. But I think my one said it had £30 on it. I can't be 100% sure though. But 2 reels for £22.95p. I thought, right, you know, I did take it over at Clapham Common, but I didn't really use it. So even if it's say like got £20 or £30 line on it, it doesn't matter what one it is. It's probably still going to be a bit too heavy for Clapham Common, unless I tie on some like lower fishing line, so like a £5 line onto that red line and see how it goes that way. But they are quite heavy fucking reels, and like that big chunky ones like that. No, that picture doesn't give you, you know, like a true form of the actual reel itself. Those reels are big, and I mean very big. And yeah, they would probably only be really compatible for sea fishing. But I don't have a sea fishing rod at the moment. I might look for one later. So when I do go down the coast, when that be, I've got no fucking idea. Or I could just resend them or send them back, because I still got like free delivery. When did I order these? They actually arrived on July, so I still got plenty of time to send them back. 30 days, get a refund. As it was, I sent back one of the cameras, action cams, which I ordered off Amazon. It wasn't what I wanted. It's one of the really, really old 1080p ones, and like really shit. So that went back today. So I should get a credit on my Amazon account later. Yeah, there's a load of fish in the Thames. I'm planning to go up there sometime either this week or next week. That's why I've done that box for river fishing. I just need to get some more lures, plastic lures. You know, I'll take some like pop-up stuff up there, like the boardies and stuff, but I think the river, I've seen a lot of people actually catch fish on plastic lures over there. So I need to get some plastic lures. Hello, beautiful soul, if you're still here. Well, you can always get a beginner's rod and learn. That's how I started, beginner's rod and learn. I still don't know fuck all about fishing. but I'm still learning bit by bit. Yeah, I watched a video the other day on YouTube. An American guy went down to one of the big fishing piers and like it says 100 fishermen on the pier. And I tell you, it was fucking crazy, man. This video was crazy. Every time someone was getting a bite and actually like in the process of casting it in, bringing it in, they had to go over or under other people because like there's just too many people on there. And like they was actually giving the fish away to people who wanted to take it home to eat. They weren't actually putting it back like most or some were. But yeah, like it's a crazy fucking video. There's a couple of videos on. There was one I was going to watch later on today. 100 fishermen fishing offshore on the beach. Where that is, again, probably in America. So I did start to watch it the other day, but something took my attention away from it, and I just like, so I'll watch it later, and I didn't get to watch it later. So yeah. But back to Clapham tomorrow. Some more videoing. Hopefully get some video on underwater, maybe. Can't promise. But if we do get anything, it'll be at the end of the video. Because I'll say like, you know, I've got the camera here. I'll stick it in, see if we get any footage. If we do, then that footage will be on the end of this video, being the video I'm doing while fishing at Clapham Common. So the video where I'm fishing at Clapham Common, that video will be in one file. But if we catch anything underwater, it'll still be on the same file, but at the end of the video. So let's see if we get anything tomorrow. I'm wondering if to take any of these floats. Because, you know, I'm catching small fish, which I don't mind. See, they will be okay for like the River Thames. So already pre-hooked. But I don't know what size hook they are. Christ, they look big. It's probably a size 8 or 10 hook. This is what I don't understand, right? Yeah, you're fishing, and if you're like, what's that word for it? Spinning, skimming. Why is the hook, or why is the line at the back? Because I would have thought it would have been more if the line was at the front, because then, no, you're bringing it to yourself, aren't you? So the tail would be facing the front of a fish. So when that is moving along the water, the fish will see the tail and come along and bite it. But then the hook will be round the wrong way round, for one. Unless, like, you know, you're bringing it in and the fish comes along and sees its face. It's got, I just don't understand how they've fucking done these. Typical Chinese have got to fucking make things weird and difficult, aren't they, eh? Because some of the videos I've been watching on YouTube, American guys, they got the hook the other way round. And if I was going to put like plastic plate on, that hook would be facing the other way around where the head is. No. See, when you throw it out, Looks like the shrimp's diving. Now I can understand the fish diving down, or the shrimp's diving down. Then you'll bring it up, and the fish is seeing its head, and it's jumping up and like taking the fish in. If it's jumping up and taking the bait in that way, then yeah, I can understand it. No, but a shrimp does not swim backwards, does it? It swims forward. I just don't understand it. So that's why I say I'm still trying to learn. Well, here in the UK, I had to pay for a fishing licence, and for different fishing venues, like Clapham Common, a couple of years ago, well, I say like 6 years ago, it was completely free. But now it went up to £35 for a couple of years, and now it's gone to £55. So I paid for a licence, and I paid for my Clapham Common permit. But because it's a Lambeth, there's only a few lakes around Lambeth. So I got my new card for yesterday. Because originally it came through paper, through email. And I said to the guy, like, you know, I emailed him, I said, look, are you still doing like the fiscal permits? Because I haven't got a printer working. And I don't want to go and buy a brand new printer just to print out 2 pages. So he goes, yeah, we can do the fiscal one. So when they sent the permit, we've got a front. I've got a paper one. And it gives you details at the back. All persons using the park common or open space in Lambeth must abide by Lambeth Parks and Open Space. I did ask him what other lakes are around Lambeth I can use, but he didn't get back to me. Because I know there is another lake not far from Clapham Common. But I don't know that, because it's near Tooting Beck, and I think Tooting Beck is under a different council, different borough. Because I was checking on Google Maps yesterday. But I said to him, I'd rather have like a proper permit, like a plastic one, instead of like carrying this around with me all the time. Because even if I was able to print it out, paper wears and, you know, gets damp and just falls apart, don't it? Right. So what floats am I taking with me tomorrow? I might try take. I think I've got one of these in the box anyway, and I'm not going to get a box out because it's already packed away. So I'll probably take one of those and one of those. But I think they'll probably be a bit too heavy for the fish I'm catching at the moment. I have got some of my homemade ones which are very small and don't really need too much split shot on. Lucky I put the blade in that just went straight on my kneecap. These, actually I can put some of these in, can't I? Or have I got some in there? I've got spinners in there. I ain't got no real room to put these in there. I might better get 2, maybe 3 in. That one looks a bit weird. So I can put 4 in, but I ain't going to get any more in. I think I should actually put in so they ain't got right. You've got a clear one. That feels like very slimy. Yeah, I can get one more in, but that's all I'm going to get in. So I'm going to have to like get another box, a small box, to put some larger lures in when I get some. Because this box is like, you know, ready for the River Thames practically. But it hasn't got, you know, decent bait in there. And I don't really want to be taking boilies up there all the time. But I hope to go to Kingston Bridge next week. That's got to go in my bag. That's a hook disgorger. So I've got to sort out what I want to take with me. So that'll be okay for the River Thames. Especially with the that big reel, which is more of a sea fishing reel, but you know, I could probably get away with using that. That I'll take with me. Bait, hook bait. I might put one of those in. Anyway, I'm just going to nick downstairs for a second. Lucky I carry my keys in my pocket all the time now. I went downstairs just now to see what the hell's going on out there. And I usually put my door on the latch so it doesn't close properly. And for some reason, I didn't put the latch on and I went and closed the door. I thought, shit, I've locked myself out, but lucky I had my keys. So otherwise it would cost me £200 to get a locksmith round. That's happened before. So I've got some baby shrimps ones here as well. Then they've got hooks. No, they ain't got hooks on. Little baby shrimp. So I want to get some of those in there as well if I can. Right, the box. Yeah, like I was looking at earlier, and there's a load of shit out there. Fly fishing again. And I thought, I'm not going to keep ringing up, because every time people are dumping stuff out there, I tend to ring up. I suppose I had, due to my convenience with the noise outside, with the scaffolding going up, because they're doing the roof repair and the guttering. I was really annoyed about it because I wasn't informed about it, because you know, I said, look, you know, it caused me headaches and stress, anxiety. I was supposed to have got a £30 gift card for my landowner, for me landlord. I said, well, I'm not looking for it, but if you want to give it to me, I don't want a gift card, put it toward my rent. She goes, yeah, okay, we can do that. They didn't do it. So I emailed them today. I said, am I still going to get that £30? Because it didn't go onto my rent today. You've taken the rent out yesterday, and it's not showing that I've got a £30 rent discount. I don't know. I've got these. I can't get any more stuff in. But yeah, the stuff outside that was tipped out there earlier. I thought someone's fly tipping again, and I'm not going to keep ringing up. But it's the contractors upstairs who are working and dumping the stuff outside, and they're now outside, putting it away in a van. God, it looks so much in the box, in the bag, but ain't fuck aware. Right, size 12, size 14. They're not a fucking 14. What are they? They look bigger than the 14. Probably the Chinese size 14. The 12 looks even bigger. Because the 12 was supposed to be smaller than the 14. But I mean, yeah, the 12 is bigger than the 14 in there. Right, so what I'm going to do is put all this stuff in here for now. I'll sort it out later. What wheel was I going to take? So that's only got 100 metre. What was that one? 10. Yeah, I'm going to put the black. Which I cannot find. Oh, I'm putting that black line, which is 10 kilos. I think I've got a couple more fishing reels coming as well. What lines are these? Because I need one for that's 7 power. That's 3.8. And that's 21. So that 21 will go on the new telescopic rod when it gets here. And that telescopic will go with me tomorrow. And then I can put the line on it. So the telescopic I've got in there at the moment will have to come out of my bag. Now I've got 2 other telescopic rods in the way. One a bit bigger. Well, the arm length is smaller, but it still comes out for around about 5-6 feet. About 6 feet, I think it is. But I don't really like it. See there, you've got like your spinning rods, you've got your caster rods, you've got your sea rods. I don't know what fucking rods I've got. Probably why I'm not catching nothing on the telescopic, that one, which I was using over the last few times at Clapham Common. Maybe it's just a complete different rod. So, fishing reel and the black line is going with me tomorrow, and that line and the new rod will go with me tomorrow. So I'd like to take them up to the Thames, but I ain't got nowhere to put them at the moment. So I will have to find another box for those. Don't want to throw all them bags out at the moment because I'm going to be sort of some of this out. Put some of them in a bag. Some of these boilies. And I'll probably take some of these boilies as well. So my other boilies have been in the freezer for years and years, and some of them have been in jars for years and years, and they're just kind of what's the name, dried up and got hard over time. So yeah, I've got to sort stuff out so when I go tomorrow. So it'll be Clapham Common again tomorrow. So I'm not paying £55 for a permit and not go up there so much. And there will be times later when I will be camping up there. Might camp up there next week, actually, during the week. Thing is, there ain't many people up there fishing. When it used to be busy up there, like 5 years ago when I was fishing up there, you used to have like 4 or 5 people up there, especially bailies, fishing overnight. And you was always like kind of like next to each other. So if any fights kind of like kicked up or someone started causing aggravation, all the guys would come up and like help you out. But now, there ain't fucking anyone up there. The other day, Sunday I think it was, when I was up there, there was 2 other people fishing. And the guy next to me, I said to him, "What are you doing, float fishing?" He goes, "Yeah." "So what are you using?" He goes, "Sweet corn and boilie." I said, "Mate, you ain't going to get something like that. Not on the float." I said, "Oh, I've tried it, you're not going to get it." I said, "I tried sweet corn in last week and I had 1 bite and that was it." I said, "I've got maggots here and casters and I've been catching them practically, all morning. If you want some, I'll give you some." He goes, "Oh yeah, great, yeah, cheers." So I gave him a big handful of maggots and a small handful of casters because I only just got the casters. And I said, "There we go." And I gave him a squirt of, I think it's krill flavouring. I said, "Stick that on your maggots as well because they'll bring up, give the maggots a bit of a aroma and it attract the fish more." And then I also gave him a big handful of like squashed up, like sticky ground bait. I said, "Just chuck little balls out. You don't want to chuck the whole lump out." I've been chucking little balls out, and where it's been dissolving, it's attracting the fish over a bit more again. Because sometimes you'll like get a little run of fish, you might get 2, 3, 4, 5 fish, and suddenly it goes quiet for 10, 15 minutes. Then they come back again. So I showed him the perch I caught. I said that I caught that earlier. That's the only one I've caught, in years and years and years since I've been ever fishing on Clapham Common. So they are perching here. So I said, "I'll leave you to it." I walked off. And a couple of minutes later, the guy's girlfriend or wife or whoever it was came up to me and goes, "Look, we caught one on the maggots you gave us." I went, "Well, then I told you they like the maggots over here." And I told them, like, where I got my maggots from was at Cheam, because the fishing tackle in Beck's closed down. The one up at Sutton's closed down. The only one local to me is Cheam, and that's like an hour's journey from here. And I said, "See these maggots, right? I've had these over a week, and they still look fresh." I said, if you need maggots, you've got to go to Cheam because that's the only closest one." Because he said he lives near like Tooting or somewhere. He goes, I said, like, if you're bussing, get a 152 to South Wimbledon, then a 93 to North Cheam. Just Google it, you'll find it, no problem. I found it, and I'm no good at directions, but when you're on a bus and you're checking the thing on the screen or on your mobile, I was able to get there quite easy. And I said, "Look, I've had these in the fridge, and they still look fresh after a week." And they still look fresh after a week. Like, they came in, because when I got them from the shop, he got them on a Tuesday. I got them on a Thursday, 2 days after they got in the shop. So not this week, but the week previously, I've got them. No, longer than that. I've had them Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 7 on Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I can't remember. I've had them over a week though. I've had them about 8-9 days, and they still fucking look like fresh. Because I went up there again, I think it's Friday or Saturday, to get the casters. So I've been trying to get some of my maggots to change, and they weren't changing. Because I put like a small handful in like a little plastic container, stuck a few holes in it, and they have actually changed now. But some of them are like manky, and some of them are like stuck to the sand and other cut that I put in there, so they ain't really any good. I'm going to put them in the bag and just throw them in the ground bait. But the other day they were actually eating casters and maggots. I think I caught that perch on caster and maggot, one caster on the same hook. I'm not a size 14 shoe. I'm a size 12 shoe. I'm 5'11". No, I'm saying hooks. The hooks don't look like a size 14. They look bigger. They look like a size 12 or size 10. So the Chinese hooks are different to the UK hooks. I remember years and years ago, I purchased on one of the Chinese sites. I think it might have been either Temu or Aliexpress or Alibaba, one of those ones. Some hooks. I said 14s. They came through the post and they looked like a size 8 or size 6. 3 times, nearly 4 times bigger than the normal size 14 hook. Well, fucking hell, these hooks look like bloody sea fishing hooks. Not like, little floating hooks. But no, I'm 5'11". Well, no, right. When I go to the Thames, I will try boilies, because I'll have 2 rods with me. I'll have one leisure and one float. Leisure, I'll probably try boilies first, and if that don't work after a couple of hours, then I'll do a bit of skimming kind of thing, and I'll put some plastic lures on and see if we get anything with that. Now, I might try a spinner, see if we get anything on spinner, but if not, then I'll stick a lure on. But I don't really like doing any of those, because I've not ever done any like proper spinning or any kind of fishing with like plastic bait on it, I'm still like watching videos and trying to learn how to do it. I ain't spent all this fucking money on like just float fishing all the time. Well, I do like float fishing, because when you're like bottom feeding, it can take hours and hours before you get a bite. You might be lucky and get one in the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes, kind of thing. Depends on how hungry the fish are and what bait you're using. But what I've heard is that fish likes either the krill boilies, which I've got, tutti frutti boilies, which I'm not going to get because they're quite expensive, vanilla boilies, and what's the other one? There's a spicy one. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a spicy one. And they'll eat those, but it depends on what fish you're fishing for. If it's carp, bream, tench, rudd, bream. Well, I was either thinking of two different parts of the Thames, either what was it? Not Plumstead. Yeah, it might be either Plumstead, part of the Thames. Where's that other place that the 93 goes to? 93. That didn't work out. 03. 93. Yeah, Putney Bridge. I was thinking of going over the Putney Bridge. There's a few lakes near Wimbledon. Well, not Wimbledon, but there's the Merton Park Lake. But you need a special permission and permit for that. And I'm not going to be spending more money on permits. So yeah, Putney Bridge or Kingston or Richmond. Because me and Alan used to go up there melt detecting at Kingston and Richmond Bridge around that area. And I was telling Alan about fishing. He goes, I've never done fishing. I said, well, you ever get a fishing rod, I'll let you, I'll come and meet up with you. So he actually went out and bought a fishing rod. I told him what to buy, rod, reel, line. I said, don't worry about the bait because I'll have the bait with me. So he went out and bought a fishing reel, rod, and line. We met up. And he goes, you'll have to do it for me. I don't know what I'm doing. So I showed him how to put the reel on. I showed him how to put the line on. I showed him how to put the floating hook on. Although I showed him how to do all that, he was a bit freakish on putting maggots. So I had to put all the maggots on. And I even had to take the fucking hook off the fish because he was too scared to, handle the fish. And I said, mate, you've got to, learn it. If you want to do fishing, and you're doing it yourself, you've got to learn to do it yourself, haven't you? So I think he did eventually take the fish off. But it's still a bit squirmish on putting maggots on. Because that's all I really had at the time, maggots with me. But I have tried other fish, food on fishing. Like over Clapham Common, I've tried cheese, 2 different cheeses, and they were working. Meat. What meat was it? Can't remember if it was ham or spam, one of those ones. That worked. The boilies work. Different types of boilies. Depends on what the fish fancy, eating, I suppose, on that particular day. Say maggots and casters. I did have some little hook baits, but not much. And I only caught the odd 1 or 2 out of about 20 attempts on that. I always find that fish always like maggots. You can't beat maggots. Not with the small fish anyway. I tried leisuring the other day as well. I got a couple of little knocks, but didn't catch nothing on that leisure. I tried different boilies. I tried a whole maggot full of a whole hook, size 8 hook with about 6 maggots on. That didn't work. I've got a special luncheon meat only for fish. It's not personal consumption. It's only for fish. I tried a bit of that. That didn't work. I've got some sausage kind of food. It's like little stick things. don't know, you see these in shopping centres, but these are like, you know, consumable. You can actually eat these. But I think these might be a bit hard. But I took some of these up there, and the night before I went up there, or the day before I went up there, got some scissors and just snipped them into small pieces. Used them like, you know, small hook baits, and it actually they did actually take it. They took it a couple of times, but not many. But I've got another packet which is longer and a little bit fatter, and these were like $1.99. Sweet corn they would not eat at all. I had one fish on sweet corn last week. One fucking fish. Even the other day I still had some sweet corn. Done it on leisure. Nothing. No, I took up about 8 different types of bait. No, they weren't taking it at all. Apart from a little bit of this. Alright. And it cut down to like roughly about that size. 40 nook. Small fish were taking it. I had a couple of big pieces like that, maybe a little bit bigger, on a size 8 hook. Threw it out. Bottom feed. Not one bite. I was going to get some salami the other day in Lidl's. Like that. $2.99. I thought, no, I ain't going to bother. So there's something else I've got. I bought this last week. I only took a little bit up there. It's like dog food. Bit of kit coming off the hook. Maybe I just didn't have like a big enough chunk on there. There's like a moist jelly kind of dog food. See that other one I showed you is pork, and they're only that big, but these ones are like extra large, and these are turkey and chicken. So I'm going to take a couple of strips of this up with me. I'm only going to take a little bit. If they're not eating it, I don't be throwing it away and wasting it. I'll probably just like eat it myself. So I'm taking a couple of strips of that up there. And a couple of other strips of the smaller ones, because the other ones are just pork. So pork, and then you've got turkey and chicken. I've not tried these myself. And I've got some prawns, cooked prawns, and some cooked crab meat, which I'm taking up there as well tomorrow. And I've also got, which I might take up for me tomorrow, I don't know yet. those little small packets of orange and strawberry jello. I might take that up and do some, stick some of that on my leisure, see if they take that. Fish in the Temu. Boys won't be any good, mate. It's natural baits or imitation. And that's what I need to do, is get some imitation stuff like, worms and now you got this small shrimp, shrimp or prawns, where the fucking hell they are. So I don't know how deep the Thames is, especially if I'm going to do floating there as well. Like over Clapham Common, I think it's up to about 6-7 foot deep in the middle, and it's probably about 3 or 4 foot deep right in front of you. But I was only floating about, that depth. I did go a bit further to about that. But I was catching fish, mostly roach and that perch about a foot depth. But I need to get some more plastic bait. I don't know what proper stuff they would probably eat at the River Thames, to be honest with you. Oh, I've got a heavy weight. I've got like 20 ounce. I think my biggest weight's about 18 or 20 ounce. Big chunky bastard. I've got some smaller ones as well, around about 16 ounce. I've got some like 5 ounces. I can always chuck out, 2 or 3 5 ounce ones on and throw them out in that way as well. I don't know where you get worms. I think Tream don't do worms, and I'm not going away over Treams just to get some worms. I was watching a video yesterday on how a guy can get worms, but you start digging up a little bit of dirt out here, you will get fucking told off by either the neighbours or some of the, they might report you to N&Q. But there's a way of getting worms, which I saw on video. It seems a bit of a weird way of doing it, but this American guy didn't want to do it in his garden, but he's got like a bit of woodland at the back. So he goes to the back of the woodland and he takes water with soap in it, like, the washing soap, such as like, washing liquid or something, soap with water. And he poured it over and he tapped on the soil, because apparently the water brings them up. He tapped on the soil and nothing was happening. He goes, oh, maybe I need more water. So he went and got more water, soapy water, and poured more on. Gave it a couple of minutes and he started tapping, and then he got a little spade and he started digging up, and he got about 20-30 worms just by using soapy water. Now the other way he tried it was like, if you get 2 bits of stick, you stick one stick in the ground, and then you rub the other stick, it's vibrating, and sometimes worms comes up from the vibration. But he didn't get any that way, but he got plenty with the soapy water. So I might nip over a common with a big bottle of water, and some soap in it, and try to get some bait that way, I suppose. I was going to get mussels, but they only do the shell ones over at Lidl's. I asked him if they done bottle, like the little jar ones, but they don't. And the mussels that you got have got like spices in it. It's like a packet, but you only get like a small amount in it for like $2.99, I think it was. Probably about fucking 15 fucking mussels, and time you take them out of the shells, you're paying more for the shell than the actual mussel itself. So I might go up to Streatham and try some of the supermarkets up there and see if there's any mussels up there. So I did watch a video last week where a guy got a load of mussels and some ground bait. He got this like little chopper, which I actually bought as well, and he chopped up the mussels with the ground bait, mixed it all up into like a sticky dough, and then he had like still, like 4 mussels were around, in his tackle. He put a couple of mussels on a hook. He threw it out. Got a handful of like the ground bait, which has got the chopped up mussels as well. Threw it out where the hook was, and he was catching them left, right, and centre with mussels. But can't get them around here. Lidl's don't really even pre-cooked. Got to stick in the microwave. Now, I'm not paying £3 for about fucking 15 mussels. No way. I have got a shovel. I've got a shovel. I've got like, up at my BushCraft and all going all out there, I've got like a little pickaxe thing. I did have like a little hand shovel thing, but I don't know what I've done with that. But got to be a bit careful over, Mitcham Common, because you still get like, the groundsman walking around. But I need to get a couple of big bottles of water and then go over there and see if I can get some worms. So I don't think that stream tackle shot does worms. Can't get, I just can't find them. They weren't even in the frozen fish side. So I normally buy like the pre-cooked prawns, which I eat with crab sticks sometimes. And I didn't eat the last lot. I kept some for when I go to the common, but last time I went to common, I forgot to get them. And I wasn't too sure if like the prawns would have gone a bit iffy, but I didn't throw them away, I kept them. But I did buy another packet of prawns, and I took a quarter of those out and put them with the other ones in the fridge and ate the rest the other night. But I couldn't see any mussels in the frozen department. I did get a bag of frozen prawns, which is still in the freezer. So I'm not going to use those until I use the ones which are in the fridge. And I'll probably take some of those to the Thames with me if I've still got them. But soon, Lidl's don't do them. They don't do them. Not frozen ones. I looked. Yeah, let me go out and get that other thing again. Making me get up and get things. So when I decide to go up there and spend a night, spend the whole day, whole night and half the next day, I've got me little head torch from Amazon. I bought myself a couple of little lanterns, 2 in the box, takes battery. And then I've got the chopper. You put your bait in there or food and chop it up really fine. Really, really fine. So I might even chop up some of the prawns and the crab meat, maybe. Mix it up with some of the ground bait. Don't know, it's just more stuff to keep taking up with me. That's the problem. Keep taking too much stuff up there. It's making my bag very, very heavy. And I can't pull the bags around. The only hand I've got more use of is my right hand. I can't even pull the bag with my left hand. So I tend to try. I've taken out the normal big chair I've got. And I ordered a different chair, which comes in a smaller box. The thing is, though, I've not taken it out and I've not put it together to see if it's going to be any good or not. Because this is what I ordered. It came through the other day from Amazon. Rainberg ultralight camping chair, folding chair, camping chair for adults, foldable garden, outdoor picnic barbecue. $14.53 it cost me. I think I bought the blue one. No, I only bought the 1-pack. A 2-pack would have been £32. But there is other sites, links on Amazon where you can get 2 for like £20 or whatever. But I didn't really need to. I expect it's like one of those tents that used to pop up. It's not like one of those. It's a bit like my new rod rest, actually, where you got to like fold it in. So I didn't think I'd add all my parts for my rod rest the other day because it's all wonky, and I thought I was missing stuff, but I hadn't realised that some of it has actually fallen out in the main bag I was carrying. So I bought a new one, which is a lot lighter. It's still heavy, but lighter than the rod rest that I have got. Then I bought this umbrella as well, which was £25. That one. But the holes on the pier was too big and the umbrella just kept sliding down. And when I did find one which wasn't that big for the umbrella to fall down, I couldn't adjust it, although it's got a foldable option on there where you can just like kind of fold it over a little bit. It just wouldn't do what I wanted to do, put it that way. And when I did get it to do what I wanted to do, it was a little bit, not too windy, but there was a little bit of a gust every now and then, and it kept blowing the umbrella and knocking out of position. So eventually I gave up and just put it back, took it down and put it in the bag again. Yeah, well, the thing is with that chair, I won't be sitting on it all the time because I've got to keep getting up and walking around because my legs, my knee problem. No, I need to get up and walk about, otherwise my legs cramp up. And if my legs cramp up, it's not going to be doing me any good whatsoever. As it was the other day, my legs cramped up so much. Walking from the common to the tube station, I had to keep stopping just to rest my legs for a little bit because they were just killing me. But with that one, at least you can actually lay back on it a little bit. It hasn't got like one of those cut things on there, which is a bit of a shame. But I'll tell you, the other day though, I was getting a little bit annoyed because I was being like surrounded by flies and fucking wasps. I thought I was going to get stung, I really did. I know it still says, doesn't say it's out for delivery. This fucking rod better turn up, so I need that rod for tomorrow. Well, I don't need it exactly. No, I've still got a telescopic rod, but I want that one for today. That's why I stayed in today. I knew I had other packages delivered, or to be delivered. But I wanted that rod for today, so I can take it with me and set it up for my leisuring. set it up for my leisuring. Yeah, I'm going to go in because I need to sort this stuff out. The lights won't be going with me tomorrow because I won't be camping out. It's the bait what I need to take with me. The other reel and fishing line needs to come with me. Some of the ground, well, some of the boilies and the hook on baits come with me. So I need to do quite a bit of sorting out. And I need to put these batteries in with my other batteries. And I'm going to have to double bag this. I'm actually some batteries missing. I would have gone. What is that? Oh, I lost some batteries somewhere. So I'd more than that. Yeah, I'm going to have to go now because I can't find some of the batteries and I need to find them. Because I think they are more charged up than the ones I've already got in there. Now I'm using 2 cameras tomorrow. Right, I'm off. So there'll be a video tomorrow. What time? I don't know. Depends on what time I get on. Because the first time I went there, I left around about 3:30. Then the second time I went up there, which was the other day, I decided to stay an hour later. But then when I get home, it takes like 2 to 3 hours just to copy the files over to the PC because it is slow on the memory card. What was that? Why is there a memory card stuck in its bag? Let's see what's on it later. So yeah, I stayed up there a bit later because the time I got up there, it took me over an hour just to get this stuff sorted out. I was getting like tangled up and I had to keep like cutting the wire and rewiring the rig and whatnot. And the time I got to get both the rods out, I'd already spent over an hour and a half sorting the shit out because I couldn't see what I was doing. You know, my eyes were really playing up. It took me like 20 minutes just to hook, wire up one fucking hook. And that's the small 14 hooks. So, yeah. So I need to go and get this shit sorted out before I sort my dinner out. So I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.